Aftershocks take the forced turnover on defense and convert. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Smith on first down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Throwing now, Smith. He'll buy some time right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's caught inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Now Smith. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Danielle Hunter racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Now Smith on 3rd and goal. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! D.D. Westbrook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the home team here,
their chances of finishing over 500, they remain alive as they move to 6-8 on the year.
Today, from Dublin, Ireland, it's the NFL International Series on EA Sports. As we'll see Deshaun Watson and the Dublin Shamrocks taking on Jalen Hurts and the Toronto Mounties.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with their opponents. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go from the Emerald Isle. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading the charge will be their quarterback, always fun to watch, Deshaun Watson.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20 because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Watson. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now Gordon on first down. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Now Watson. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. To throw is Watson. That's out to the flat for Gordon. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here's Davis. And Thomas seems to be in some pain. He's still on the ground. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. From the 27, Watson, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is third down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. It takes 2 to tango. Watson's throw here into the hands of Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
And oftentimes we think about statement drives in the second halves of games, especially in the fourth quarter. But here, it's happening early. A definite statement. They've held on to the ball for a healthy...
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Deshaun Watson, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Shamrocks march right down the field on the opening drive to take a first-quarter lead. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the final act belonged to Deshaun Watson in his touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He finds his man, complete. It's Porter. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Now Brown. So possession goes over here on the punt. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He'll find Jones again, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Watson. Throw to the right here to Gordon. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Here's Watson. A slant to Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On 1st down, Gordon. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now it's Watson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Kyle Pitts, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Shamrocks lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. So the drive there took 6 plays. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Hain to return. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these 2 teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Now this one complete on the slant route.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Running it with Jacobs. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. So that'll back him up 5. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He finds his man, complete. It's Porter. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Throwing is Hurts. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
They go play action with Hurts. Completion here to Claypool.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. On second down, it's Jacobs. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And Hill with it over the middle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Jacobs.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Josh Jacobs hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Mounties have got it back to within a score. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT.
And that one makes it 14-7. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And Watson has enough for the first down yardage as he slides to the turf.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Watson. He completes it to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
7 yards the pickup there.
From the 44, Watson.
He's going to drop this one down to Gordon.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
They'll run on first down. It's Gordon, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Back to throw, Watson.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Throwing on third down, Watson.
And that's checked down to Gordon.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
Toronto's offense ready to take over.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Hurts throw caught by his receiver, Hill.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Hurts.
He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
Here's Hurts to throw. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Dublin's offense now set to take over.
Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Watson now to throw. The left side completion to Jones. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. From the gun, Watson. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To the air yet again, Watson. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on second down. Hurts. The connection made. It's Graham. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on first and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish.
We now proceed to the start of the second half. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Here's Hayne to return.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air, eluding the pressure right. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And does the defense have it? They do, says the referee. We're going the other way. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain.
It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They go with Jacobs. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Throw left side, taken in by Claypool.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down." They love being physical.
On 1st down, Hurts.
He finds his man, complete. That's Porter. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And down inside the 15 he goes.
49 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
1st downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They run it with Jacobs. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. They're going to look to throw.
And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the 1st down.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year.
And the Mounties are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there, and it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? game tied now, so you're not protecting a lead, so you're not playing that way. You've got to go get the lead again, so maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. Nifty move by Gordon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back. On first down, Gordon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. On second and a yard, Watson to Gordon, out left. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here's Davis. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Second and 5 now. Watson got his man complete over the middle. That's Davis. They'll run on first down. It's Gordon. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On second down, Gordon once more.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Running right through it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Melvin Gordon, touchdown number 18 on the year.
And the Shamrocks have taken the lead. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the fourth quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter-punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
Now the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Hain to return.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 35. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
After the interception, here's Watson. And Davis has it over the middle. And they'll get this down to the 10. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Now Watson. He fights it, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he'll take this one down near the 15. And this offense on 3rd down today, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And this one is right through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Buying time to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Haynes. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
64 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts right back to Claypool, this time complete.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
2nd down, here's an option right. Oh, no, he lost the football. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down well short of the 1st at about the 9-yard line. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
McPherson's kick is good.
And this is back down to a 7-point game.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Dublin's offense now set to take over.
Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the 1st downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
On 2nd down, Gordon once more.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee.
2nd and 11 now.
They'll try and grind some clock with Gordon. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Here's Tressway now as he's on here to punt it away. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The situation for them offensively as follows. Down by 7, a little over 20 seconds to go. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. They'll look to throw.
Able to connect with Jacobs. And that's not going to help a whole lot. Maybe 4 yards on first down.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the home team here, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And now they'll face the prospect of a long, albeit happy flight across the Atlantic. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they'll drop to 10-4 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.